Good evening everybody, and we are back on the Creatrix channel with another MATLAB tutorial. And this time what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss how can we plot time response in control system on MATLAB. Okay, so today what I am going to take, I am going to take a first order system and I will display the step response, the ramp response and the parabolic response of a first order system. And we will see how easily is it done on MATLAB, because manually when we do, we have to solve a lot of Laplace transform, we have to take partial fraction and all those sort of calculations are involved, but not here. Here it becomes a lot more simpler and you are going to like it a lot. So let me start by introducing myself for those of you who are meeting me for the first time. My dear students, my name is Ankit Goyal. I got AIR 1 twice in GATE in 2014 and 2018. I was awarded President of India Gold Medal in the year 2013 when I graduated from IIT Indore. And till date, I have trained more than 1 lakh students in the online and the offline classes and presently working as a director at an academy for GATE department. Now, many of you might be aware about all these information about me, but guys, what matters the most to us is that me and my entire team work very hard for you guys to score really well in your examinations, to get the top jobs in this country and to succeed all the way in life. We not only provide you the lessons in engineering, we also provide you software skills, the lessons in life, motivation, strategy and everything that is needed for your well-being and for your success. And with that vision in mind, this channel has created a revolution in the field of free education. And I feel proud to say that nobody, I mean nobody, can match the level of initiatives that are there on this channel. But the initiatives are not restricted to this YouTube channel. They are also available on Unacademy Learning app. So you just have to download the app and you can attend any of our free classes, free quizzes, free test series simply by unlocking it using the code right in front of you, Ankit ESE. Okay, if you see this code Ankit ESE, you can unlock any free initiative using just this code. Okay then. And guys, if you really want to watch my free classes, like every day at 7:30 p.m. I am taking a free class in which I am discussing the problems for the upcoming PSU exam, then you can visit this link. This link will open in your browser and you can browse any of my special classes that I have taken till date or I am going to take in the future. So let's get started. So what we are going to discuss today is the response of the first order systems. So what is a first order system? A first order system is a system whose transfer function is of the first order, or you can say the highest power of s in the denominator is 1. If you see this transfer function, the highest power of s is 1. So it is a first order transfer function. Highest power of s in denominator. Other than that, my friend, you can also say if the differential equation is of the first order. If the differential equation governing the system is of the first order, then also it will be a first order system. So let's first see the impulse response. Conceptually, if we see the impulse response, it means that the system has been excited by an impulse function. What is impulse response? The output of the system when the input is actually an impulse function. So here you see RT is delta t, which means RS is 1. So output is transfer function multiplied by input. So 1 by st plus 1 into 1, that is 1 by st plus 1. If you take t common, 1 by t, s plus 1 by t. Now if you take the Laplace inverse, it will be 1 by t e to the power minus t by t ut. So guys, the height of this function is 1 by t. Okay, you might not be able to see it because of it being lying behind me. So let me draw it here. The output will be exponentially decaying. Okay, the output will be exponentially decaying with the maximum value of 1 by t. And if you see from this equation, you can say actually t is the time constant. You study about time constant in control system as well as in network analysis. Okay, and let me show you a graphical picture of the time constant. If you draw a tangent at 0, then it intersects the time axis at t. T is what? Time constant. Okay. So now my dear, what we have to do in the MATLAB, we first have to define the transfer function, which is I am taking 1 by 4s plus 1. I am taking it as 1 by 4s plus 1. Now we have to draw the impulse response. The function that will be used is impulse. So let me show it to you. Okay. So first of all, I will define the transfer function g. Now I believe all of you understand very well that how to write the transfer function, right? Am I right or not? Tell me quickly in the chat section. So hocus pocus, now it is available. So now impulse g. See, it will come up. See, this is the impulse response. If you see, the maximum value is 1 by t. The time constant was 4. The time constant was 4 and the maximum value was 1 by t. So the maximum value is coming as 0.25. Okay. And it is exponentially decaying. See how great graph we have obtained, and we can even find out the value at each and every point. Like here we have 0.2. Okay. So if you zoom a bit, okay, so you can actually see the values. You can see 0.15 at this point of time. Okay, and you can even move the graph. You can move the graph as per your requirement. Just a minute, the tool is loading. See, you can move it. You can move it as per your need. Okay, na? Going back. So this is the function that we have obtained, the response, as we saw in the MATLAB software. The next is the step response. The process remains the same. The input is now a unit step function. So first let us derive and then we will plot. So RT is actually UT, which means RS is 1 by S. So CS is transfer function into RS. 1 by ST plus 1 into 1 by S. 1 by S into ST plus 1. Now here, if we are doing it manually, not with the help of MATLAB, we definitely have to take the partial fraction. I have showed you the shortcut as well. If you want to find the coefficient of 1 by S, put S equal to 0 in the remaining function. So 1 by S. If you want the coefficient of 1 by ST plus 1, actually, first of all, what you have to do is, first of all, you have to convert in the standard form, that is 1 by T S plus 1 by T. So if you want the coefficient of S, put S equal to 0, that is 1 by S. Coefficient of S plus 1 by T, the root of this term is minus 1 by T. So put minus 1 by T in the remaining function. If you put minus 1 by T here, it will be 1 by T over minus 1 by T, that is minus 1. So here, this is the function that we are getting seen directly. To calculate the coefficient of S equal to 0, we have to put S equal to 0 in the function other than S. For S plus 1 by T, you have to put S equal to minus 1 by T in the function other than the S plus 1 by T. So this is the CT. Now how do you do it in MATLAB? How do you do it in MATLAB? Okay. So first of all, if you understand, CT has two terms. 1 minus e to the power minus t by t ut, in which this exponential term is transient because it decays to 0 at infinity. Whichever term eventually dies out, that is the transient. So at infinity, Ct is 1. So this 1 or ut is actually steady state. 1 or ut is actually steady state. So the graph is exponentially increasing and eventually it is reaching to 1. Let's see how do we do it in MATLAB. Again, first we will draw the transfer function. First we will feed the transfer function into the MATLAB. Then instead of impulse, we will use the function step. Let me show it to you. The transfer function is already there. You can see it here in this panel. It is showing g. Okay. So g is already fed, but now I will write step g. And we will wait for the graph to be displayed. See, the graph is exactly as I showed conceptually. From 0, eventually it is going up to unity. So if you see here, the graph goes from 0 up to unity. Next is the ramp response. Ramp means a function of the sort TUT. That is, it exists at t greater than 0 and it is a ramp function, or the slope of this is unity. Okay. So here RT is TUT, which means RS is 1 by S square. To find out the output, you multiply RS into the transfer function. And again, there is one issue of resolving into the partial fraction. Let me show you how do we do it in a fast manner. So what we will do, you take t common. Now my dear, if you want to find the coefficient of s square, you will keep s equal to 0 in the remaining function. If you want the coefficient of minus 1 by t, you keep minus 1 by t in the remaining function. Minus 1 by t square is 1 by t square. What about 1 by s? For 1 by s, what you have to do? For 1 by s, you have to take the derivative of the remaining function. That is, remove s square, take the derivative of the remaining function and put s equal to 0. Okay. Now if you put s equal to 0 in the derivative, so the derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. At s equal to 0 divided by s. So it will be 1 by s square plus t over s plus 1 by t. Okay. Now when you put s equal to 0, it is minus t over s. See, this is the exact function. This is the exact function. So this is by inverse Laplace transform we get this. If you plot this, it will be parallel to the ramp line. If you see the response, if you see this response, the response will go parallel to the ramp line. That is, if this is the ramp line, the response will be parallel to this, like this. If this is RT, this will be your C. Let's see in the MATLAB, the only thing that we are going to change is that we will define a f as 1 by s. Okay, we will define another function as 1 by s, and then we will connect them in cascade and we will find the step response. Why I am doing this? Let me tell you. See, what you wanted is gs into 1 by s square. So what I will say, you take gs into 1 by s and multiply by 1 by s. That is, it is a new transfer function in which we have cascaded gs with 1 by s. and then we will use the step response of the remainder. Because multiplying by 1 by s, this will now act as rs, and this will be a new transfer function. So if you see, effectively we are taking a step response of a new transfer function, which is a cascade of gs and 1 by s. So gs is already fed into the system. Let me define a new function. Let me say h1 transfer function 1 by s, that is 1 comma 1 0. So it is h1 is 1 by s. So what I will say g1 is series of g and h1. This is the cascading. You know that series is the cascading. So we define a new function. See, g1 will be defined. 1 minute, it will load. See, series of two function. I don't know why it is taking so much time. Yeah, now it is defined g1 4s square plus s. Now what you will do, step of g1. Understood? Directly we can't plot the ramp response. We have broken it into two parts. First, basically what we are doing is we are defining a new transfer function by multiplying gs into 1 by s and then taking step response of that modified function. So this is the step response. If you see, it is similar to one we have shown in the diagram. If you see here, it is similar to what is there. Okay. The last will be the parabolic response. Now you might have understood the parabolic response also cannot be computed directly. Again, we will have to define a new function and then take step response of it. Impulse and the step response can be directly taken in MATLAB, but for any other response, you have to modify the transfer function and then take the step response of it. So, at parabolic input, rs is 1 by s cube. Again, you will multiply it. Now there will be three terms, one containing s cube, s square and s. So that way, this will be the partial fraction. I have told you how to take the partial fraction. Let me tell you again. For 1 by s cube, 1 by st plus 1 at s equal to 0. Okay, then s equal to minus 1 by t, you will put st plus 1. Then you will take the derivative of 1 by st, 1 plus st, and you will put s equal to 0. Then you will take the double derivative okay, like that you will go. So that way all these coefficients will get from this partial fraction, and this will be the output, the equation that is shown here. T square by 2, this is the parabolic. Okay, this is the parabolic input that you applied, and this is the linear term, constant term and a exponential term. So again, this term, the exponential term that you are seeing, will be the transient term. This will be the transient term, and the steady state term is the one which does not become 0 at infinity. The exponential term goes to 0, that is, it dies out. Whatever term dies out is actually a transient term, and whatever term is sustained is the steady state. So again, if you see, this time we have to define 1 by s square. Why? You will multiply gh into 1 by s cube. So you will write gh into 1 by s square into 1 by s. That is, this is a new function and we are taking step response of ts. Step response of TS. So let me show it to you in the MATLAB. Just let me restart it. Okay. Just a minute. Now it has actually really slowed down. Also, if you know, this is a trial version that I am using now, a trial version of this online software. Okay, that is the main reason I'm not using the correct internet. That is why it is slowing down. I was thinking, why is it not working faster? Okay, now. So let me define the G transfer function again. G, okay, 1, comma, 4, 1. 1 by 4s plus 1, I will define H as transfer function 1, comma, 1, 0, 0. What it means? 1 by s square. See, 1 by s square. We will connect both in series. That is cascading. Now we will do step response of this. Just a minute, I haven't stored it. So I will say GH is equal to series G comma H. So this is GH. Now I will do step response of GH. Okay, step response of GH. If you see, coming up. So this is the step response. It is looking just like a parabola because there was a term containing t square by 2. If you see here, there is a term containing t square by 2. So it looks like a parabola. Okay. So that is how, guys, you have to draw the responses of a first order system. So remember, I have taught you about the impulse function, about the step. I have taught you about cascading using a series function. And one thing is common, that we are using transfer function. Okay. So that's all from this tutorial. In the next one, we'll look at more functions that we can perform on control system in MATLAB. And if you want to learn control system in detail, you can watch our playlist on the Creatrix YouTube channel. You can just follow this channel. You will find all my lectures of control system, or even you can watch Pankaj sir's control system lecture. Okay. So you can keep on watching it and learning, keep growing, and let's crack it. And guys, you can also become a member of Unacademy Plus, where you will find all the top educators of the country teaching together on a single platform, providing comprehensive as well as crash courses. We have top educators like Kezer Hafiz sir, Ajay Gupta sir, Varun sir, Vishal sir, Saket sir, Vishnu sir, Siddharth Sabharwal sir, Sankar sir, Trinath Reddy sir, and BV Reddy sir. They will provide you daily assignment, weekly quiz, test series, question bank, and doubt solving. And not only this, in one subscription, you will get access to all the batches, all the branches, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, foundation, placement, interview, PSU, AE. And if you still want to fly higher, go with Iconic. Here, all these benefits are there, but you will have a personal coach who is a GATE and ESE topper. He will create a study planner which you can religiously follow to crack exam with the top rank. They will conduct study booster session to guide you and motivate you. You will have a separate test analysis done to tell you your strengths and weakness. You will have study material, and you will have a dedicated team who will solve all your queries. So guys, if you use the code Ankit ESE, you will get 10% discount on this amazing subscription, and you get to study under my personal guidance. And 9th of May, 11 AM, we are conducting a scholarship test where you can win 100% scholarship if you come in the top 3. The entire syllabus of electrical will come, or EC, whichever is your branch, and the questions will be very basic. It is a totally free of cost scholarship test. You can just use this code to unlock it, that is Ankit ESE. And this is the latest batch that we have started, guys, from 28th of April. More new batches will be coming soon, so you can study with all the top educators in Unacademy under one roof. With Ankit ESE, your 1 year fees will become, guys, 27 to 25, 18 months 34,650, 2 years 39,600. I would recommend to go for 2 year. Per month fees is minimum, and you can pay in 12 equal installment without having to pay any interest. In Iconic, with 1 year, your fees will be 45 to 25, 2 years 66,600. Again, better to go with 2 years plan. This is my Unacademy profile where you can follow me and send me messages. Also, if you have any doubt, post it on tinyurl.com/askdoubt. Related to subscription, you can call 7089047,561. And this is my Telegram channel, guys, where you find the lecture PDFs and you get all my video notification, whatever lectures I make. So thank you everybody. I hope you liked the video. If you like the video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it as much as possible. Please leave a comment behind about the feedback to the video, and I would love to create more such videos in the future if you like this stuff. Thank you. Bye bye. Let's crack it.